They say talent wins games, but attitude wins championships. You can have all the skill in the world, all the training, all the experience, but if your attitude isn't right, you'll lose before the fight even begins. The truth is, attitude is the unseen force that drives every victory, every comeback, and every success story the world has ever witnessed. Look at any great achiever, from athletes to entrepreneurs to everyday warriors, and you'll find one thing in common. They believed when others doubted. They rose when others fell. And they stayed positive when everything around them screamed to quit. That's attitude. It's the inner voice that whispers, "Keep going," when the world shouts. You can tell it's what makes an average person unstoppable and turns impossible goals into achievable realities. Skill may open the door, but attitude determines whether you walk through it.
Now, let's talk about success. Real success. It's not about luck or natural talent. It's about showing up with the right mindset. The best leaders, athletes, and visionaries understand this. Michael Jordan didn't make his high school varsity basketball team at first, but his attitude didn't let that stop him. It fueled him. Steve Jobs was fired from his own company, but his attitude brought him back stronger. Oprah Winfrey was told she wasn't fit for television. Yet, her attitude turned rejection into a billion-dollar media empire. These people had skills, yes, but their attitude was the fire that kept those skills alive. In every story of triumph, there's a moment of choice, a moment when giving up seems easier, when failure feels final. That's where attitude makes the difference. It's in the decision to get up one more time, to try again, to believe when no one else does. You can't control everything in life, not the economy, not the weather, not how people treat you, but you can control your attitude. And once you do, everything changes. You begin to see the world differently. You start to find solutions instead of excuses. You stop asking, "Why me?" and start asking, "What can I learn?" That shift in attitude transforms your life more than any degree, title, or skill set. Here's the truth. Skill might get you the job, but attitude keeps you there. Skill might win you the deal, but attitude builds relationships that last. Skill might impress people for a moment, but attitude inspires them for a lifetime. Every great team, every great company, every great dream, they're all built on people with great attitudes, because attitude is contagious. When you walk into a room with energy, gratitude, and determination, people feel it. You lift others by the way you think, speak, and act. That's leadership, that's influence, and it starts from within. But here's the catch. Attitude isn't something you're born with, it's something you choose every single day. You can choose to see obstacles as roadblocks or as opportunities to grow. You can choose to focus on what's missing or on what's possible. You can choose to complain or to change. Every decision, every response, every thought, they all shape your attitude, and your attitude shapes your destiny. You have the power to rewire your perspective, to train your mind to find hope where others see despair. It's not about ignoring reality. It's about mastering it. You might not control what happens to you, but you can always control how you react. That's where true strength lies. When you respond with patience instead of anger, with faith instead of fear, with persistence instead of panic, you're winning battles most people don't even see. That's the quiet power of attitude. It doesn't always shout. It doesn't always make noise. Sometimes it's the calm confidence that says, "I've been here before. I can handle this." Remember, your attitude determines your altitude. The higher your mindset, the higher you'll rise. People will doubt you, criticize you, and underestimate you. That's fine. Let them. You're not defined by their opinions. You're defined by your persistence. Keep your attitude positive, and your success will follow. When others give up at mile 20, you'll be the one who keeps running. When others see the end, you'll see the beginning. That's the mindset that separates the ordinary from the unstoppable. So how do you build an attitude that can't be broken? Start with gratitude. Every morning, remind yourself of what's good in your life. Gratitude turns what you have into enough. Then feed your mind with positivity. Read books, listen to mentors, surround yourself with people who lift you up. Protect your energy. Don't let negativity rent space in your head. When doubt creeps in, talk back to it. Tell it, not today. Choose confidence over comparison. Focus on progress, not perfection. And when you fail, because you will, learn fast, forgive yourself and move forward. Success isn't about avoiding failure, it's about how you recover from it. Every setback is a setup for a comeback. Attitude turns pain into power. It's what keeps you pushing when the world pushes back. Think about a diamond, it's just coal that handled pressure well. You're no different. Pressure doesn't destroy you, it reveals what you're made of. Keep your attitude strong, and you'll shine through every test. At the end of the day, attitude is everything. It's the foundation of resilience, the fuel of persistence, and the heartbeat of greatness. You can have all the skill, all the talent, all the opportunity, but without the right attitude, it all falls apart. And the best part, attitude is free. It costs nothing to believe, to smile, to push
forward, to stay kind in a world that often isn't. But its value is priceless. So choose today, not tomorrow, not next week, to lead with attitude, walk with confidence, speak with purpose, act with faith. Let your attitude speak louder
than your fears, louder than your critics, louder than your doubts. Because at the end of the road, it won't be your skill that defines your legacy, it'll be your attitude, the mindset that refused to quit,